Welcome back to the Fxner Fan Podcast.
We're running it different every time. What are we on? This would be 12. Yeah, because the one before this that I'm editing right now, no, this is 13.
You might want to get that door, by the way.
Oh, yeah, shit. We always have a door open. That's the consistent joke
Always
here,
gotta close the door.
I'm always the one because I'm facing this way. I'm
last
like,
one was this one,
out
this time
the
it's
door.
this one. But yeah, we're back on the pod again. Now it's episode 13. Like I said, episode 11 was almost a couple months ago now. 12 is being edited still right now, and then this one will be right after. I'll probably double upload them for the fuck of it.
Yeah, fuck it.
We'll get this one out as fast as possible. But
episode.
yeah. As you guys can see, we have another guest, fresh off the TikTok platform, another local creator.
What's up, guys?
And I think I've been following him for a solid amount of time during early COVID was when it first popped up that I followed him. Yeah. But we got AC or Dankmommy.
Dankmommy. Dankmommy. Let's go.
Let's go. Like I said, I've been following you for a while now. I remember, I think I literally talked to him about it the other day. Was the original post that I had saw was one of the I can't remember if it was the landmark one driving home. Okay. Trying to figure out when you knew you were close to home, or the zooming into random people's houses.
That was probably the zooming into houses.
Because I remember seeing that and I was like, all right, I haven't seen people do this before. This is pretty interesting. Let me see what this is.
I think I'd seen a couple of them. I think the first one was the zooming into houses thing, and I think the second one I saw was the landmark one. Yeah, I remember it was like, did you put like the restore ads on there for the hair thing?
Yeah. What was it? Brian Erlacher?
Yeah, I saw that shit. Yeah, it was that one.
Yeah.
So any of you who are from Illinois, which I think is most of you right now, because it's mostly our friends watching.
You know that there's way too many of those billboards on the highways. Yeah.
Erlacher. If you guys ever seen the zooming into people's houses in Illinois videos, it's probably this guy right here.
This guy right here.
This is the one who started that shit. So
for sure. Give a little rundown, I guess, of what kind of you do on TikTok besides that, and like what kind of got you into TikTok to start with.
So I was just like any high schooler before. I think I got TikTok, I would say freshman year, because that was when it first started blowing up.
For sure.
All that was when like Visco girls were a thing.
Oh yeah.
All those trends, right? All of those trends. And then I had probably like around 400 followers for like a year because I was just posting whatever. I didn't really care about the following. And then I posted this one video of, I don't know what I could put, like, okay, I posted a video. It was of my friend's bare ass.
Go ahead,
video
you can say
of
whatever.
My friend's bare ass and his balls, right? And then
he sent it full send off the rip.
I posted it on private, and because I was like, because I know that was not going to be against, like, I mean,
there's no way that was going to go through.
So I posted it on private. To save the camera look, whatever. Yeah. I didn't think much of it. Woke up the next morning, and my account was banned. Like, permanently banned. So I was like, fuck. I was like, okay. Made a new account, Dankmommy 2.0, which is one I made now. And then I started making, just making like random videos and stuff. But then I saw this one video. It was another person zooming on the houses. Okay. And I was like, shit. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah. Kind of stole his idea. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, that's half of TikTok, so you're good.
Kind of stole his idea. And then I started doing those. And this was when OG quarantine just started, March of 2020, I think. Yeah. So I started doing those. And then I think my third video, I zoomed onto a house in Bloomingdale, Illinois. Yeah. 7 million views.
So the Illinois audience is what
that was what started it, right? That was what started
I'm pretty sure that might have been one of the ones we either saw or eventually saw, because once you hit like a local thing, I don't know why, because like even for when I go to other states, like I'll go to another state and like one post from that state, and then it's like New York.
Well, if you hit a local meme, people will see that and be like, "Oh my,
that guy could live by
Illinois on my For You page. I'm seeing a place I've been to on my For You page."
Illinois is cool and all, but it's not like super crazy where everyone's like, "Damn, it's like Cali. I'm gonna go see the shit from GTA."
That's part of the niche. It's like people from Illinois see that, like, I'm seeing this random suburb I've been to so many times on my For You page, but I'm usually seeing,
I see those billboards all the time.
I'm usually seeing like chicks from LA and shit and like all this shit.
And then they see like Woodfield Mall. I'm like,
wait,
Woodfield, I've been there. Yeah. But I mean, I remember, like I said, you come across him, you're like, all right, this dude like is from the same place as me. I'm like, all right, that pulls views because like it's a local thing, it's relatable, especially, I guess since TikTok runs on their algorithm where it's like similar shit you like comes up. So I mean, like I said, that's probably the first one I saw. That's probably the first a lot of other people saw, and like, you know, another thing, it's like you wouldn't even know unless, like, it could be like a lot of those accounts where they just zoom in around people. They do wherever, they don't care. But like when somebody consistently doing the same spot, you're like, okay, either this guy's just got a weird fetish for Illinois or like he's from here.
How about that Chris from Chicago, dude? You seen that guy?
I'm not friends with him. I follow him and he follows me on TikTok.
Oh, dude, nice. You got the TikTok friends thing or whatever.
If you're from fucking Bloomingdale, you're not from Chicago.
There's also what's his name's AJ. He does comedy stuff. I think it's AJ. He does comedy and stuff now, stand up. Let me actually look it up. But I found him. I think I messaged him too to see if he wanted to come out here eventually. But that's another dude who is kind of, you know, one of those dudes where it's like, I feel like that's somebody like I could talk to a normal dude. It's like, oh, he's from Illinois. He's pretty chill. I feel like I could go, you know, chat with him. Yeah, it is. It's AJ Ledig. He does like comedy stuff. He does like all. He used to do the Illinois high schools. That's where I found him.
Imagine Chris from Chicago comes down. We're like, where are you from? He tells his neighbor. We're like, well, that's not Chicago.
That's not Chicago.
Dude, he's like, what is my existence? He's like looking in his hands.
Chris is popping now. I saw him on the news like maybe like a year ago. Like, he was on the news before, for his TikTok and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, but like I said, you know, there's a lot of people, like, especially even more now since, you know, following you and a couple other people from, you know, the state. It's more frequently I'll get people from Illinois. Like, I got one dude who just does like guess the value of an apartment, and he'll like walk through it and do all this other shit. I don't know his name, but I see him all the time on the For You and shit like that. And he comes through, he's walking through apartments and whatever it is. And then there's obviously AJ, like I said, who does comedy now. Before he was doing like what your Illinois high school says about you. But yeah, like I was gonna ask, you know, like like I mean, most of us did think this, but like before, like you got into TikTok, what did you like initially think of it? Were you like one of those guys that was like, oh fuck TikTok, I'm not making one of those. That shit's kind of whack, or did you just kind of hop in it?
Out of like the whole, like I'll just be like the guys in my grade in high school, I was one of the first ones to do it. Because before TikTok, I did YouTube.
Oh shit, all right.
But like as like middle school YouTube videos, elementary, you know, those. But I was very into like film making, editing, putting stuff together for like content stuff. So then once TikTok was popping, you know,
short form, it was easy to do. Yeah, I fuck with that.
So I was one of the first ones to do it.
Hell yeah.
So I was all on board of TikTok.
Okay, yeah, because I know for me, like, I'm sure, I mean, Joe, you might have had a similar view on it at first where you're like, kind of like, fuck TikTok, I'm not making one.
No, actually, I was going to say the same thing as him because everyone was still under the impression that it was just another Musical.ly.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, it's just all these lip syncing, dancing videos of these like 13-year-old girls. And then I'm like, I was seeing memes on like YouTube from TikTok. I'm like, some of this shit looks kind of funny.
Like, honestly,
because at first it was the dancing girls, but then when the duet feature is what carried it early day. Early TikTok,
people started getting into like,
because then it was the duets of like, you'll have this like, you know, the regular Musical.ly dance, and then you'll have like this fucking, you'll have like this little like 13-year-old kid doing like a Fortnite Orange Justice next to the girl, and I'm like, dude, that looks kind of funny. So I downloaded it, and every time I'd be in school, and I'd open it up, and people would be like, are you on fucking TikTok?
Yes,
like,
I am.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
and then I started making like little funny videos for my friends. Like I was posting them, but like it was like a lot of inside jokes and
just
shit.
for the hell of it. Yeah.
And I was just like making little funny videos, and they're like, dude, these are funny as fuck. And like they just started going around to like my friends and some of the people at the school, and everyone's like, dude, that shit's funny. You know, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. Like early TikTok, especially, it was like you said, it was a bunch of the dancing shit, and like you'd get all the random ass ads, and I was like, all right, I'm skipping this ad. I don't want to see this. Like. At the early stages of TikTok, that's how everybody saw it, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
I just remember like going through it, and like then I just started watching them on top of making them. At first, I just did it to make the videos because their format for making videos is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like the duets and everything, all that. And then I started, you know, just having it on my phone. Fuck it, I'm gonna scroll through the For You page. I was just looking through. I'm like, you know, once you start liking shit, once you get your algorithm, then it's like, you know, that's when people start really getting into it.
That's when I open
my phone, it's like Breaking Bad,
everything you want,
Breaking Bad, Star Wars, Halo.
I think
like,
honestly, like, because I remember especially early when TikTok was starting to get like more skits, and you know, people were doing more original shit than just, you know, doing the same dance as everyone else.
Yeah.
That's when the Vine comparison came into it, and then everyone was like, oh, Vine was better though, because of whatever reason. Which in some cases I'll say, yeah, you know, some people's content was way more original. Yeah, well, that's the big thing. But I think I agree with some people when they say, you know, there was a lot more originality because there was no like copying the same dance, because there was no sounds. You had to either know how to edit it in or whatever. But when it comes to the magnitude of this shit, bro, TikTok is scary, bro.
It is.
Yeah. They really came in and just said, all right, we're gonna learn from what Vine didn't do, and did everything they didn't do perfectly.
And being able to use like sounds from other people, like, is what made it so good, because you're putting the whole like editing interface into one app. You could edit there, post there. Like not that you can do any crazy like VFX with TikTok, but you can put the music and you could sync it up with your actual video. You can react to people in one frame without having to go into Photoshop or go into Premiere or whatever. You can put in one frame you reacting to someone's
green screen shit and all that, like Joe Bartolozzi and all those guys.
Joe Bartolozzi, he just hits stitch and then goes.
Those guys are that's crazy. I mean, I haven't seen you've used it a couple of times, obviously for whatever it may be, but I feel like I mean, I'm sure you used Vine for a short period of time or whatever. For you, like obviously for you, you've got a decent amount of audience off of it. Do you feel like obviously it's a little bit more useful than any other platform that's ever been made, or like how do you see it? Like,
I mean, from my standpoint, like what I think is like TikTok is the easiest out of all platforms to get a following from, and I think it's the easiest to like start whatever you want to do. Like if you want to become like an influencer or whatever, TikTok is the way to go. For sure,
yeah. I've seen we've all seen it. We've seen multiple musicians and whoever the fuck else come out of nowhere. Obviously, some have a smaller following when they first put something on the platform, but like artists, for example, like Yeet, for example, now is like even whether you like them or not, whoever it is, TikTok in itself with fucking the one dude hanging out, whatever, running down the street. Hey, you can't tell me that wasn't catchy. That was funny as fuck. Like, there's a page now on TikTok that literally is just dedicated to like TikTok audios that go harder than the actual sound, and that's one of them. It's the one that always comes up, and it's like you can't really be mad. Like it's taken everything that all the other social medias want to do and done it. Like it's honestly probably the reason that YouTube Shorts exist.
Oh, it is.
Oh, yeah. Respectfully,
and Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that might be a little bit of Snapchat and stuff. The Snapchat stories and shit.
It's because like after TikTok blowing up, seeing like how short of like 7-second clips and stuff. Yeah. They ought to like apply to
Yeah, you gotta get in there somehow. Because short form content now is what everybody loves. I would say it's such a great thing, but at the same time, it also kind of pisses me off at times too, because I feel like it's ruined at times for myself too. Yeah. It's ruined attention spans like nothing. Yeah, for sure. Like nothing. It has ripped people's attention spans.
It's destroyed my attention span. I already know.
Well, they say YouTube is where if TikTok's a fast food restaurant, YouTube's a sit down like dine-in.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
So that's where like YouTube fills that gap of like TikTok's just kind of mindless scrolling. Yeah. I feel like when I go on YouTube, which is a lot of time like before I go to sleep or something, I'm like, you find this niche of like recommended videos over and over one after another. And this is like, I'm going to sit down and like learn about something regardless of how useful it is. Yeah. It could be like, some biochemistry equation where I'm like, I feel like I'm like absorbing books in my brain, or it could be like fucking, how did Super Mario become a plumber? Like,
it's like, right? Like, what the fuck?
But that's when I sit down, like, and I'm gonna delve into a topic a little bit. TikTok's, just random, you're just going through. Stuff. Yeah. Like YouTube, I can sit down and like really consume a topic and sit there and like hours on end be like learning about
something. Yeah, I feel like you're getting education out of it.
So I feel like YouTube definitely still has its place.
Oh yeah, YouTube's a thing that will I mean, probably never go away unless some other platform comes and changes
and
how
that's
it
where
works.
the longevity of YouTube outweighs TikTok. TikTok, I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon.
Oh, yeah. No, and that's what I was gonna say. That was my next thing. Is like, is there anything that can either one end it, or two, how long do you think? Because I remember at the beginning of TikTok, people were like, "Oh, it's just gonna be like Vine. It's gonna be here for a couple years and then it's gonna go away." But dude, it with the rate it's growing and how many people you see blowing up and like the amount of like marketing that's available on there, it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere anytime soon.
Oh, yeah, and the thing about all these new like social medias with like Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, which are all obviously three very prominent.
That's the three big mobile.
Every time a new one of those has come out, it's some different formula. It's 7-second videos. TikTok's like music with sounds.
Instagram was quick messages.
Quick messages. Instagram used to be only pictures. Now it's videos now.
You can get. I think that's one thing that TikTok did add that Instagram had. Was being able to upload something that was longer than a minute. Because originally Instagram was the only platform that had that.
But all those things are introducing all these new elements. YouTube, same. It's been the same simple thing the whole time. They added the shorts.
The only thing that they changed was shorts, and then maybe fucking the layout of the website. Yeah. That's it.
Barely even that has changed.
It's still all in the same location.
YouTube has been relatively the same, besides some small I shouldn't say small. Besides some terms of service changes, they've gotten more strict.
Which in
the
some
basic
cases,
formula has been the same since its inception.
Yeah,
like the whole time.
It hasn't like, and that's the thing. Like that's the only one that I can think of right now that hasn't, from the beginning moment it was made, hasn't changed its name either. Besides Snap. Snap was Snap from the beginning, but TikTok used to be Musical.ly. I mean, Instagram was Instagram, but it went through so many like drastic changes that completely changed it. What else was a big one? I mean, Vine.
Dude,
YouTube's
YouTube's branding has been the same.
It's been the exact same the whole time. Nothing has changed.
Yeah,
it was literally upload your video and people can watch
even
it
after Google acquired it. It's like
it didn't change.
YouTube.
I forgot that happened.
Yeah, a lot of people, and that's the thing. Like the big thing with it is like a lot of platforms will get bought out and they'll change, whatever it is about them. Or like for example, when Instagram got, I don't even know if they were originally their own company or if they bought Facebook always owned them.
Meta.
Oh yeah, my bad, Meta. Dude. Even after that, just the recent buyout of Meta, like the message shit, it's like, oh yeah, add Messenger to Instagram. It's like, bro, what did I need that for? It doesn't change anything. I'm still sending the same message. It was unnecessary. But yeah, TikTok and every other platform has really made drastic changes to really get their foot in the door. YouTube's been the same flat line, aside from TOS, like you said, and maybe a layout change here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like YouTube's like the most helpful social media, like I guess internet social media app that is.
I guess so. Yeah,
useful.
Yeah,
utility of
there's everything on there. If you need to figure out how to fix your car's tire, boom.
And for people
cooking, boom.
And this is something like when you're younger, you just think it's an entertainment platform.
Yeah, of course. Well,
once you especially when you first start driving, bro.
Oh, dude.
There's so much shit on my car where I'm like, I need to fix this. YouTube,
Google,
go to O'Reilly,
put it on myself.
Some shit, do it myself. Like, and
save me like, $900.
Dude, you wanted to charge me how much? And I just bought
this for $20.
$10 kit. Dude, me and my dad, bro, my back trunk latch was on the
Veloster?
Not working. Yeah. Guarantee if I took it to the dealership, it would have been $200-$300.
Yeah, they would have pulled the whole door off, redone it, and everything. Yeah. You could just take a little.
We bought a trim kit. Which we probably didn't even need that. We probably could use a screwdriver, but we want to be safe.
Yeah.
Bought a trim kit for like $15. Out. It's little plastic pliers and shit.
Yeah, and there's little clips you gotta pop out, right?
Yeah. So took off the whole back trim of my back, hatch.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was like a couple screws. The thing came out. Put the new one in.
Done.
Locks unlocks. Latch works.
Yes.
Had to sacrifice a couple of plastic clips, but we all know those things are gonna break regardless of who works on them.
Someone's gonna break it eventually.
We YouTube the shit. There's a tutorial on there. You scroll through the tutorials. Which one's 5 minutes? All right, I don't need the 20-minute one. Which one's 5 minutes?
I learned the majority of how to drive stick through YouTube. Like I just watched like 20 videos. I went down a list. Like somebody had made a playlist. Like step 1, like getting used to it. Step 2, and then obviously I had some help with some people and shit like that. And then obviously the main thing was like I bought my car. And I had work the next day, and I was like, well, if I don't learn how to drive this shit now, I'm getting fired. I have to give this thing back. Yeah. So I'm not doing that. So let's figure out how to drive this thing. But yeah, I mean, overall, all these platforms, and that's not diminishing any of the other platforms. They all have their interesting stuff. They all have their useful things. They all have things about them that are stupid. I mean, TikTok, obviously we all said it, the random dances at the beginning was really stupid. There's still some really cringe and like trash content. Same with YouTube. There's freaking people like Morgs who make horrible ass videos. Every platform will have its downs, but I think the most constant one that's, been solid the most has been YouTube.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
I mean, it's
crazy. We're seeing like these huge Twitch streamers move to YouTube
or other. I mean, then there was
a year ago. Most people, myself included, were the YouTube Live thing. I'm like, this isn't going to be able to compete with Twitch.
I mean, YouTube Live was always around. That's how small it was because nobody knew about it.
People were clowning on it. Now, like, what? Speed's there now.
Speed's there.
Aiden
Dr.
Ross.
Disrespect.
Dude, Ludwig is moving there.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Ludwig is moving there.
He's like one of the OG.
He earned
Twitch
the most
dudes.
money for Twitch last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was like
it's crazy.
At least for a few months, but I think last year he was the #1 earning.
The absolute pull that has started on YouTube is wild because like not only are we seeing creators, for example, like Speed, Gideon, come out of nowhere, they're getting creators who are already established to switch to their platform.
And I think
it's like, bro, what?
It's the end of the adpocalypse. I think. I think YouTube's in a new fucking light. I mean, we've clowned on YouTube for years for not supporting their creators and not doing this. And I think
doing it now.
I think they're hearing it, and they're now they really have some pull. They're really supporting their creators because when I watched earlier, I saw a clip of Ludwig. who obviously is a big streamer. Anyone who doesn't know,
big streamer guy.
Ludwig is a huge gaming, does some IRL content, all different. He's Twitch's biggest streamer.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying how he reached out to both YouTube and Twitch. And he told YouTube, I'm going to go with Twitch because this, and this. And YouTube reached back out to him. No. We'll help you with this, and this. What can we do for you? And he reached out to Twitch. He said the same thing. I'm going to go to YouTube. He reached out to both of them, acted like he rejected both of them.
So it was just a big back
and
and forth.
YouTube,
he played his cards very well.
YouTube reached back out to him and said, hold on. We have this, and this. We can help you with this. Twitch said, good luck. Literally, they sent him an email back. Good luck. Or thanks for using our platform.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even try to keep him.
Yeah.
Their biggest streamer, they didn't even
I don't know
try.
why they do that. Like, that's one thing that's... If there's any platform that I think has the weirdest... There's two platforms that have the weirdest TOS and, like, I mean, I guess, user service system. It's TikTok and Twitch. They have the two weirdest, like, customer service, whatever you want to call it, services out of any of them. Mm-hmm. They'll ban random people for small shit on TikTok, which we got shadow banned for posting stuff about the whole... sexual assault thing with CNMA.
Oh, yeah. They're like,
and they banned us for saying that men could be sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Yo,
literally.
What you mean? And then like a few days later, I saw some huge thing on Twitter blow up about how some girl was just showing her fucking vagina in the middle of a TikTok, just blatantly, and they were no ban.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yo,
I've gotten like videos taken down for like minor safety, and then it was like a video of like me zooming into like a house or something. But then I see like girls half-ass naked, stays up.
Yeah, but like
I don't get it.
And it's not even like a sexist thing like from like our standpoint. It's like, bro, it's the employees. Like, bro, I can't post a picture of Google Earth. Like, what? I can't inform people that sexual assault is a serious problem. Yeah. What's wrong with that?
It's a double standard. It's really a shame.
Really is. It really is. And even that, it's like, bro, we're not trying to hurt the platform. We're trying to make this shit a better place and educate people. And you're taking stuff like that down. Like, if that was my sibling and I was trying to tell them about, like, inform them about that, and somebody just went and took the post down, I'd be like, bro, what the fuck? Like that's crazy. But, I mean, there's no way that should be a thing. Like, that the employees should be the, reason that some post gets down that's informative versus something that's, that's blatant porn.
And fucking no, literally, they're doing these like breastfeeding videos now.
I've seen those.
Yo, they didn't even breastfeed. I saw this girl. She got the boobs out.
I saw this girl. No kid, no breastfeeding whatsoever. It was like she said it was like I don't even think it was breast cancer. It was some other thing, and she was just like awareness. She literally had stood in front of the camera, went like this. Showed him. Dude,
no fucking way.
No breastfeeding. No. She didn't even talk. It wasn't even like an informed. It wasn't her talking about like, hey, look at this is what this looks like, this disease. Yeah. It was just hashtag awareness, hashtag bunch of hashtags, and her just with some song like this.
Again, listen carefully, people. We say this in episodes before. We're not talking shit about anybody or being sexist anywhere. We're talking about the employees who are running the TOS service.
There it is. I think that should be okay. However, I do think they should put a warning on it.
Yeah. Because I get posted about...
Although 13-year-old me is going to ignore that warning, but at least have it there.
Boobs.
I'm okay with that. But on the flip side, let us post awareness about sexual harassment.
Because that is not something that just happens to women. That can happen to a dude.
Everyone.
Yeah.
It can. It's look at Jack Wright. CNMA. We talked about this on the podcast before. Did you hear about this situation?
I did,
It's if you guys haven't heard about it, you can look it up. We've already went over it.
We've already gone over. Go back to the other episode. Don't. Here, what I was gonna say before she came in. Don't go look it up. Go to the other episode, watch it. Give it a like. Leave some comments on that one.
I'm actually gonna try and find which one that was on right now.
Yeah. Speaking of assault and stuff like that, the similar topic, it's trending right now on Twitter. Chris Brown congratulated Rihanna on her childbirth, and apparently all her fans went and said, "Fuck you!" Started going in on Chris Brown because of obviously shit that Chris Brown did in the past. Mm-hmm. But I think Chris Brown is at a point where it's like obviously he did it.
Oh, I found it already.
But he realized that was fucked up, and he's making amends and obviously. Yeah. Owning up to it.
If you guys want to hear, before we get off topic of that, the CNMA situation, we discussed that on the Gideon versus Pokemon episode, which was episode
10.
9.
9? All right, cool.
9.
Bet. Yeah, go check out episode 9 of the pod if you haven't. Yeah, that's where you can find all the information. I'll link it down below or something when I'm editing. So editing me, put that in the description. Yeah, but like I said, all of Rihanna's fans and stuff like that are all going after Chris Brown because he congratulated her on having a successful childbirth.
Was that like recently?
Yeah, this was today.
Oh,
this
today.
was I don't think she gave birth today, but it was obviously this is what's trending today.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess they're all going on his responding to his Instagram story like, oh fuck you, you don't really care about her, da da da. And I mean, obviously he wouldn't care about her as much as he did, even if they were in a relationship. But nonetheless, I'm sure after 2009 that happened.
That was a while ago.
2009 or something like
a long
that.
time ago.
I think at this point we're 10 years past it. I get that's still a serious thing. I'm not saying that it's not in any way, but clearly both of them have moved past this. Somebody congratulating someone on a childbirth. Let's not make it anything more than that.
It's just the people that care.
Yeah. It's the again all the I don't know, the fucking Rihanna fans or the Fenty fans or whatever the hell you want to say. Yeah, going after Chris Brown and attacking him for obviously what he did was stupid. We're not going to diminish that in any way.
For sure.
But to still try to attack the dude 10 years later, I mean, let the guy live, man. He just past it.
The thing I'm most surprised about with Chris Brown is his the vast majority of his audience is still
women,
female.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the hell was that? 2 years ago, he was playing "You Like It What You See," and you were over here dancing to that shit on TikTok. Like, bro.
Everyone's like, "It's Freaky Friday."
Yeah,
oh my god, it's just like the movie,
bro. Dead ass. But that's what I don't get. That's the biggest thing that pisses me off about fan bases. Some fan bases. You've said this with people in the UFC. There's people with artists, musicians, YouTubers. It's not even that you don't like them. It's just their fans ruin them for you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, bro, come on.
Yeah, I was discussing this with Rihanna. I kind of want to bring it up on here. So anyone who watches UFC probably know, even if you don't, you probably know who Patty the Baddie is. You watch any UFC?
I don't.
Patty the Baddie, Patty Pimblett, up and coming middleweight. Big talker, a lot of Conor McGregor-esque promotion.
Yeah.
And I was saying how, a lot of his fans, are overhyping him, that kind of stuff. But actually, now that I think about it,
he's a good fighter, though. We're not downing him.
Conversation was about Islam Makhachev. Because Pimblett, a lot of the big trash talkers are going to get a lot of hype.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's how they get their ticket.
I just remember now, the original fighter I was talking about was Islam Makhachev. He was coached by Khabib for a little bit. Khabib Nurmagomedov, obviously one of the greatest fighters in UFC history. And he hasn't even gotten a title shot. I think he just got ranked within the past year or so. And people are always saying, or people are already saying he's as good as Khabib was.
Damn.
Okay.
Respect. I mean,
so imagine,
I know
for perspective, because I know not everyone watches UFC. Imagine if someone was like, shit, what's the most popular sport I could choose?
Soccer or basketball.
Imagine someone's like, Mbappe's as good as Ronaldo already.
No.
No. He's a great player. Great young player. Could he be?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If you really tried.
But is he? No.
No. That's what I'm saying. You have to realize, when people can make those comparisons, obviously, some people really believe that. Other people are just, following the wave.
Yeah.
But then there's the people who are like, he has the potential to be like that. But we got to sit here and realize the people that they're comparing them to are the best to ever do what they do.
This is this brand new guy, and you're comparing him. Look at the legacy that
this guy's done a bunch
Ronaldo
of stuff.
Anyone? With cream?
No. 2 for 2, baby. 2 for 2. All right, see ya. Thought we said that the first time, but yeah, I agree. Some people make comparisons too quick, whether it be whatever it is. We see stuff with obviously LeBron's been around for a while, but we see people like Zion got into the league, not even playing a game yet. People that's LeBron James' son. Bro, it's crazy. I don't know. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure you've obviously seen it. There's so many things like that. I mean, as much as I got nothing against an athlete, being compared to anybody, but let's let them do their thing. At the end of the day, they're them. Let's let them be them. I think that's the biggest thing that we forget is sure, comparing them how they would do whatever they do is cool, but the biggest thing is that we gotta kind of let them be them, let them live out their time, because
let them see what they do.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can't put the pressure of this name on them.
Dude,
that early in their career.
Out of anybody that's got the worst pressure on any of that's LeBron James' son, he's gonna go through hell. Oh my god.
That's what sucks because so many people have hyped him up so much that like I feel like no matter how he performs, let's say he does go to the NBA, he's gonna get shit.
Oh yeah, 100%.
No matter, you know.
There's no way out of that one.
Yeah, you have the James name to live up.
You're literally the same. You have the exact same name.
Yeah.
You're not. It's not like it's like a little bit off, or you got some other name like his brother Bryce. Nah, you're just LeBron James Jr. All right, bro.
It's just like, I mean, I guess it's kind of a shitty example, but Tommy Fury and Tyson Fury. Tommy
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but Tommy's fucking it in other ways, bro. Like, other than his performance, he doesn't. He's just like he's boxing. Okay, he's fighting a lot of no names. He himself at this point is even without the Fury name, he's a no name.
Yeah, I mean Tommy. Doesn't he do like TikTok shit too? Tommy Fury.
That's another.
That's another thing.
It's
a lot
the one who Jake Paul was gonna fight, and then he flaked, and then he fought Tyron Woodley again.
Yeah, that makes
there's
sense.
There's a lot of people. A lot of athletes get on TikTok now too. Now that I mentioned that.
Yeah,
that's a big thing.
I see a fuck ton of NBA players on there.
Yeah, bro. That was the craziest part of COVID was all the athletes that started streaming and doing TikTok. I'm like, bro, why am
the athletes streamers on Twitch are funny as shit.
Dude, the athletes that were streaming, like I go on Twitch one day, and this is like peak COVID, like late March, early April, and I'm seeing Devin Booker play Call of Duty, bro. What is going on?
More of them need to do that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like. You want brand deals?
Oh, that's where you'll find. That's what we talked about when we were talking about with your dad mentioned it. When we were talking about how players when they do those little like voice line things and like they're like stale. They're like bro,
get bucks in deep. We dude. The other night, I'm watching the NHL playoffs. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, just watching one of the interviews. Mm-hmm. What do you expect here tonight against the Colorado Avalanche? He's like, we need to give a response. You lost the last game. No shit. You need to give a response. He's like, he's like, we got to keep getting pucks on net. It's like, dude, you have to shoot the puck to score. No way. It's like, how about give some insight? Be like, all right, what happened? Like
that's like somebody going up to somebody who's using some whatever like for another relative to our field. Why isn't your platform going? I need to upload. No shit.
We need some. Shit. Why aren't you big? We need subscribers.
No shit.
What are you gonna do about it?
Post.
We're gonna upload videos.
Yeah, like
dude, how about like with the sports? Like, how about tell us what the locker room was like before?
Yeah.
Like, tell us like what was the energy? What could be the root of the problem here? Is this like this
is an internal thing? Is it something you guys can solve? What's going on?
Do you feel like you played well and didn't get the right bounces? Like what was going on here? not we need to respond. We need to shoot the puck. Like, dude, no shit.
No way, bro.
You lost and you feel like you need to win the next game.
That's the thing. That's the crazy thing. That's the craziest part of it all. Is like when we're talking about how stale athletes get, TikTok especially. I mean, obviously you're into it more than we are, but like you would see, there's some like some of them have some personality. I'm like, I genuinely like enjoy some of these athletes' content. Like I'm following some of them on Twitch or YouTube, whatever it may be. And it all started with them posting like a TikTok of them doing some shit. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I'm sure you've come across it. I'm sure there's other people who have. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it feels like you're more engaged with them because you're actually like, now it's like, okay, I see that they're doing more things. I'm in chat typing or whatever. And they're responding to it. It's like, okay, now I see who this person really is versus just seeing them shoot a basketball or play skate around the ice. And I feel like even for people who are on TikTok, like, and this is one thing I wanted to ask you because I've heard people mention it before, but some people outside of TikTok, like some of the creators, they don't have anything else that they do. It's just TikTok. So they
have like no outside world conception about like anything.
Yeah. It's like they don't do any other. Well, one they don't like either like some people have obviously what is it like 1,000 people you need to stream on TikTok, and some of them don't even go live.
Yeah.
Other people don't. They don't have another platform. Like some just have TikTok and they don't even use it for like the full potential. It's like I'm sure even for you, obviously getting some more following, there's stuff that you do outside of it. I mean, if anything, what's the big thing that you do?
The big thing outside of TikTok?
What's like your thing?
Like my hobby or
whether it's a hobby or like
gotcha.
What kind of stuff do you do outside of like to like I guess find ideas for your stuff or like I guess connect with other people that do stuff. Like how do you like if you're gonna go make a connection with another person on TikTok versus like I'm just gonna shoot a message. Do you like actually like what do you do? Let's say what's your thing?
For sure. I would say like I would say like just like meet up with people. So
yeah.
Like when I first started blowing up, a lot of people like my age that also started blowing up, we would all like meet up at Gilson Beach.
Yeah.
And that's where I met a lot of my friends from. And from them, I've met more people. So I would say just like reaching out to other people in the area and
just kind of going and doing shit.
Just doing shit.
Yeah, see, because like that's what I'm saying. Like I see some creators, they'll try to reach out to people, but There's nothing outside of that.
See, I like that because that's networking, but it's
fun.
It's still there's still humanity in
and
it.
it's engaging.
Like, it's not networking like, you know, let's just go fucking
film a video and
TikToks.
Go home. Yeah, that's what I mean.
I want to get to know you. I want to like sit down and talk to you.
That's what I mean. That's what I was saying. Like, you know, when I'm asking, like, you know, hey, what do you do? You know, obviously, you know, you go meet up with other people, but like how you said, it's like you go do something that everybody's gonna enjoy outside of just recording a video.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like when we all meet up, we don't all meet up and like, okay, let's post a TikTok, let's record this. Yeah, like we meet up, hang out, get to know.
Exactly. See, it's like sometimes you see TikTok creators where they meet up and it's like they do a video. And that's it.
And then, see ya.
Yeah, like, bro, what?
That's what a lot why I like this podcast shit, because we didn't meet up and come here and record, but what we're doing is sitting around and talking
like, and understanding what's going on with everyone.
You know, seeing new perspectives.
Yeah,
we're just putting it out there so other people could see those perspectives.
Yeah.
It's like you get to see a lot of different sides of people when you go on a podcast. Where you sit down in front of a camera and
and that's the thing. Like, the reason we even started doing this is because we would sit in Discord for freaking hours and just talk about the same thing. So we're like, bro, at this point, why not just record it? And then this is where it comes in. We were talking about other people were like, oh, that was my idea. Like, no, like, bro, we were already doing this before we was even on here. We were gonna do this regardless. We were doing this regardless of if we had a camera or not. So it's like some people who go and do it, they meet up with somebody and then go, you know, they post their TikTok or whatever and they just go about their way. It's like, bro, what was even the point? You didn't even really like. You could have like versus like if I just go to somebody and like, for example, like today, if I would have just like, you know, hit you up and be like, all right, let's post a TikTok and I'm gonna go back to the crib. Like, that doesn't do anything. That's stupid. Versus now, like, obviously a podcast is still content, but like we're talking about shit that
like real stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just a 7
7-minute clip
dancing or some shit.
Yeah, like, you know, it's something that I don't know if it's a problem of TikTok that caused it or if it's a problem with social media and people are just like socially like anxious to talk to one another, or even COVID, which some people I can agree for, you know, some cases that's part of it.
Makes sense, yeah.
Dude, it's like it's another person. Just talk to them. What's so scary? I mean, I obviously person to person that changes, but I never understood like why it's so hard to just say hi with somebody. Go say what's up. Like, you know, you see somebody standing there by themselves, be like, yo, what's up? How's it going? Like, you know, anything bothering you? What's up? Like,
so when you go and meet these people, it's like it's kind of the way I feel like. You know, obviously you're our first guest that we've had that we didn't know previously. We had one that he knew, but I didn't know. And when he came on, it was like, you know, when you're meeting these people, you don't just see them. I mean, tell me if you agree with this. Like, you don't see them as an opportunity; you see them as a person. That's like, I get to meet like cool people. You know? That's part
especially
of the beauty
for
of
this.
it.
Especially
and
for
there's a lot of pitfalls to social media and blowing up on there, but there's some good sides, and sometimes you get to
100%.
meet people. You know, you get to talk to a lot of different walks of life and talk to a lot of different people. And you know, if you're going into the mindset of just like, this is another person I can meet and talk to. And, you know,
there's like much more opportunities.
Yeah, you know, just don't look at you can't look at everyone as like a stepping stone. You know, you get to meet all these people, and then even if you have then you have a network, even whether it's for business or for
just for even being able to hang out with the person.
Yeah, now you have all these people,
you know, friends and shit, where it's like, damn, all right, this is pretty cool.
I'm all for like having small circles. I myself have a small circle, but at the same time, when you have more people to reach out to, you have, you know.
I think this is
you don't have to be best friends buddy with everyone.
No.
If you have people you can talk to.
After a while of doing, you know, well, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I was like, yeah, the people you like relate to and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I think after, you know, like for example, like something like this. After you do it a couple of times, it's like now, all right, now you can hang out with the person outside of that, or you know, with TikTok, you do a couple of TikToks together. You obviously, hang out after or before or whatever. Now you got, you know, a person that you could like, if you want to hang out with them, cool. And eventually, depending on who it is, if you feel right about it, it could be somebody that's added to your close circle where it's like, all right, this person's a frequent person that I talk to now. And I think what a lot of people mistake it for is like, people mistake their like networking for like their circle. So it's like where you keep your circle small, but you keep your network really big, because then you have all these opportunities that can come to your circle. And I see, like, you know, for example, like, you know, a bunch of streamers that, or whatever, TikTokers that blow up, and then it's like they don't talk to anybody that they were like, you know, collaborating with early on. And it's like, dude, if you didn't collaborate with those stepping, like, I mean, I say this in like a metaphorical way, but like kind of a stepping stone by collaborating with them, like that's kind of messed up. Like you know, like it's like the people that kind of put you on. It's like, you know, kind of show them love every now and then if you can.
There's like, I saw this one thing. You guys know like the Faze house, right?
Yeah, of course.
I watched this like hour-long thing. Like they all came back together and stuff. They talk about like what they used to do and stuff. And one of the problems that I heard they would talk about is at one of their houses, you know, there's like what, like 8 of them. There's a
it was a decent amount of people, especially in the original one.
Well,
actually, the original one was probably smaller. Now I think about it, because that's a smaller house. Yeah, but go ahead. Yeah.
But they were all, you know, making videos and stuff, and then what I heard one of the biggest problems is that they would all just come together, make a video, and just like go back to their rooms.
Yeah.
Like other interactions.
Up,
and I understand, you know, for them, their thing is like gaming and making content, but like, dude, that's your boys. Like you're on the same organization for goddamn.
Like that's gonna there's gonna be
that
points where you want your alone time, but like, dude, if I fucking lived in a house with say Rajan, bro, like. There would be times
we're going to doing shit
where I go and sit in my room and play some games.
The majority of the day we're either recording.
Granted, most of that time he'll probably be on the fucking game with me. But even then, like, bro, if we're both doing some shit, like if it's like early in the day, I'm gonna sit out in the living room. We're gonna fucking
chill or whatever,
shoot the shit or whatever, do what we gotta do. Like go out somewhere.
Like bro, we went for the last post we had up was us going to Vegas just for the fuck of it.
Yeah,
and you know some people. Even on vacations, they'll go and they'll just chill at the house or whatever, which is fine. You know, it's a vacation. You're supposed to chill. Yeah. But, bro, we got up, and the first thing we're doing, like, all right, what are we doing? Where are we going? Like, what are we trying to do?
Exactly.
It's like...
And sometimes, like, I don't know. Well, it's like, let's go. And we just walk.
We just go.
We just go.
Sometimes we'll just go. Like, there was, in February, just a spontaneous weekend. I'm like, I'm going to New York. You want to go? Like, all right, we're going.
I'm like, sure. Let's
so
go.
we went up there and hung out with a couple of homies that we got up there that I've known for a while. But, yeah, same shit like that. It's like, bro, you know, especially with TikTok, bro, there's so many people you can... you know, reach out to and meet and do shit with. Like, how can you just, I don't know. It feels wrong to just go film a 5-second video or whatever, however many takes it takes you to do this shit, whatever you got to do, your renegade or whatever the popular dances or whatever you're doing, and then just leave. Like, I just feel like I just use that person, which obviously, and I say this, you know, in a very positive way, but like, you know, when you're making connections, obviously there should be some way you can use that person. Not in a way where you're using them and then you just drop them off. Yeah. But I mean, use them to like boost you, and you should be able to exactly
like a win-win situation.
Exactly. Yeah. They should be able to use something from you, and you should be able to use something from them to get you guys to move forward.
That's actually a good point because I wanted to get into that and say, fuck, where my train of thought going? Fuck.
We're talking about value of friendship.
Yeah. So every one of your friends should give you something. Not meaning like they should progress your career or literally give you something, but there should be something they provide to you, whether it be physical, emotional, whatever it is. They should provide you something. You have that one friend who may not be doing too much of their life, but they make you fucking laugh.
Yeah, if they make you laugh, all right, cool, fine.
Keep them around. But if you have a friend who's dragging you down, isn't
as
giving
much as
you
it may
any
suck,
sort of
as much as it may suck to let somebody go.
You gotta have to
motivation to do anything, whether it be like just the little serotonin rush of the laughter or fucking if they're really if someone's really there, like some people change, like you just gotta fucking decide who.
And I'm sure it's something that's happened to all of us. Probably even you've had something that happened like that where it's like for example for TikTok, it's like you see they like you want to do that, that's your thing, and then someone's there like, oh, that's kind of whack, and like bro, like I keep you around if you're gonna be sitting here like, that's whack. Like, bro, I'm out. Like, fuck that. Like, you're telling me, oh, you can't do that. Like, bro, fuck you then. Like, all right, I'll do it without you. Go ahead.
Yeah, because like right now I have a very because I used to back in early high school, I used to have a big group of friends. Yeah. As the years went on, circle got smaller and smaller, and right now I'd say I have 2 close best friends. Yeah. And they both cheer me on for anything that I do. They're very positive about anything I do.
Solid friends. Shout out to you guys. Good friends, bro.
Shout out Matt and Dom.
Yeah, Matt and Dom. W. There you go. There we go.
But I feel like having a small group of friends that support you in everything that you do than a big group that they're kind of just acquaintances.
Exactly. Because you don't know if they really give a shit or not.
Yeah.
And another thing that comes when it comes to friend groups, the thing that I personally hold myself to with close friends that I have and shit like that is like I'm gonna cheer you on, whatever it is you're doing. I want to see you succeed as much as I want to see myself succeed. But it's like if I see you doing some stupid shit, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not just gonna be like, oh yeah, good shit, you're an idiot. Like nah, I'm gonna be like, bro, if you're doing something stupid, I'm be like, yo, what the hell are you doing? Like that's not cool, bro. Like don't do it.
Obviously, it's like your fucking close friends. I was like, yo, I'm gonna do a pound of meth or something. Obviously you're gonna be like,
no, what are you doing? Like some people have friends close friends and they don't have they're close friends and but they're like the yes men type of friends. It's like, bro, that shit.
Dude, and there's some shit where it's like not my business, your life type thing. But if you're my close friend, dude, if you're gonna put some shit public or you're gonna tell me some shit and I think it's stupid or I think it's a bad idea, I'm gonna fucking tell you it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
If you don't want to hear my thoughts on it, then we don't have to be that close. Like I'm not gonna hate you, but but if you're gonna be my close friend, you're gonna let me bounce my ideas off.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you straight up how I feel about it.
And if you don't like, sometimes we're not gonna agree. Like me and you have like small disagreements all the time.
Yeah, but like, that's normal shit, and just bust each other's chops, and it's back to normal because like we get we're gonna disagree eventually.
We hear each other's ideas.
Yeah. It's the good thing about it that you have to do though is hear each other out. Because like, if you're just like, nah, fuck you, then that's not gonna work.
There's nothing, going back.
Yeah, if there's no back and forth, it doesn't work.
See, like me and you are like some other close friends. Like the main thing, it's not when you have really close friends, you're gonna argue with them at some point.
It's not.
You're gonna go back and forth.
It's to the point where it's like you are like you're not mad at them, but you're mad about what they're saying because. You understand what they're saying, but at the same time, it's like whether it's something stupid or something that you just disagree on, it's like you're trying to just get your point across, and it's something you argue about. That's normal shit.
And any person, friend, whatever, you're spending a lot of time with them, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, because eventually there's gonna be a disconnect.
The main thing to have a close friend like that is keep that respect level of hearing each other's thoughts, whether you agree with it or not. You both hear each other's thoughts. And you either come to agreement or you either go, well, let's agree to disagree.
Squash it,
and you go back to
that's it. We have our differing thoughts. The world, life goes on.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I'm not gonna completely generalize here, but like I see it a lot with my sister, her girlfriends and shit. When girls mostly, this can happen.
This is
with
for the
guys.
most part. Again, especially if you're on Spotify and you can't see us. Listen very closely, please.
It's a lot of girls like they, don't have that level of like.
Hey,
hearing each other.
It's more of a reaction. It's more of an action.
But it's more of like 2 one-way streets versus 1 two-way street. You know, it's like they're just going at each other.
There's some dudes that I know that are like that.
Yeah,
everybody. I've definitely ran into it, but it is a majority of
personal experience hearing like shit with my sister, her friends, and shit. Like
mom, whoever.
Yeah, it's like it's a lot of like they get so emotional and they just spit at each other and like. Not literally spit, but
yeah, we got you.
Like spit shit. Sometimes
literally
spit.
So much it's like whoa.
But it's like they're just going at each other. They're not going back and forth with each other. They're just both basically just like fucking having this whole
storm of words.
Like the fucking end of Kung Fu Panda where they're shooting the beams at each other and they're both hitting each other and it's just like charging up until it fucking blows up into this big thing that never needed to happen in the first place. It's like, dude.
No, I've seen so much of that because I just graduated high school 2 years ago. So high school girls, like now, so much of that. I've had a lot of friends that were girls I was close with. Hear them, she would tell me like problems with another friend, just bickering back and forth, and like nothing gets resolved. So all of that.
Yeah, I think a big thing with guys is like we talked about it in we were talking about it in a Discord the other day. It's like guys won't, or it might have been here that we talk. I don't even remember. We talk about shit like this all the time, so I'd be losing track of where this shit happened. But the premise of it was like. Guys have more of a... Oh, no, it was here because it was Richard that said it. Guys have... Shout out Richard, by the way. We need Richard on the pod eventually. He was like... He said, like, when it comes to arguing and, like, going back and forth or, like, just conversation, guys have that more or less. If they're not trying to hear it, they're just going to give you that, like, I don't give a fuck type of response. Versus, like, girls where they're going to try to, like, be all nice or be straight up mean to you about it. It's like, bro, it's not... Sometimes it's not necessary. Sometimes you got to do that, but other times it's not necessary. And it feels like sometimes, the emotion kind of gets in the way of that with some people. And it's not just girls. There's some guys who do this. But for the majority that we see, it is some girls that do this shit. Yeah. But, I mean, I don't got... I mean, I think the big thing with, like, especially with good close friends, especially if you really know somebody's your close friend and you tell them some shit like that, more often than not, they're going to understand where you're coming from.
Because you guys are close in the first place, so like you guys came a long way, and they'll understand what you're saying and where you're coming from.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you really consider that person your friend like that, they'll know what you're trying to say. Like obviously, it might not be what they want to hear, but if you're really close, if you're really close friends like that, they know like you're not gonna tell them what they want to hear every time. Yeah. Which is like some people who have friends like that, like you said, you grow out of old friends and stuff like that because those people where it's like, oh, I don't want to hear that, bro. Like, okay, I don't care what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear right now. Like if you're doing something stupid, I'm gonna be like. Yeah, that's a good idea. Like, no, bro. If you're being stupid, I'm be like, yo, that's stupid. What are you doing? Like, that's just how I see it. I don't know. I think a lot of people get that that twisted, and they, burn bridges over it when it's really something that it shouldn't be
fixed. And,
yeah, exactly.
A couple words and stuff.
Yeah. I think the last thing I really want to get into quick before obviously it's been streamed all over TikTok, YouTube, and every other platform in between. The Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case. I know we all seen this one. And I've been waiting to say something about this one because obviously we were in some good topics. So I didn't really want to go into it. But if you want to go ahead and say something about it, I'm sure you have something about it.
Don't know what that is.
Really? Oh,
What is
okay.
that?
All right. So this is good for me. I mean,
this
is good.
Obviously, you know who Johnny Depp
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know who Amber Heard is? Neither did I before this case.
Exactly. Thank you.
So
Say it.
basically, quick rundown of it, and you know, if you're watching this and I get this completely wrong, you can fucking rail me in the comments because I haven't been following it that closely.
Yeah.
But Johnny Depp's ex-wife,
Gotcha.
Amber Heard, abused him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of bad things going on with their marriage.
Here comes the shadow ban.
Eventually, it went to court, and in the trial. The trials are public. They're live streamed.
They've been live streaming for the past month on
So
TikTok. So
right now it's all over, and basically people have just been clowning on Amber Heard because her defense is not that good.
No, she's trying to
all the
bullshit.
evidence is stacked against her. She and she's trying to pull the mental breakdown card.
I wasn't stable, or I was feeling this.
Yeah, and she's trying to act like she's having a mental breakdown in court. You can tell. You can
clearly tell
see
she's
through
bullshitting.
it, and especially, if you're someone who actually has had a panic attack before,
You
you can look and be like, okay, because she snaps out of it and it's fine. It's like,
Well, that's not
and,
something. It takes a
you
while.
could put on a mask, but she literally was like she comes up for her defense, breaks down, quote unquote, and
Mental
then
health, blah blah blah.
or fucking, and Johnny Depp's legal team is just
Johnny Depp. Some of
on
the
top
points,
of hers being horrible.
his was elite.
Yes,
elite. Bro, some of the times her defense would say something, he would laugh because it was so bad.
Yeah.
It was that bad that he was sitting there in the stand doing his defense and laughing at them. It was that bad. It's like, at least try to get a good lawyer, maybe. I don't know. If you're here to actually defend yourself, maybe try and get a better
a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. But it's been on every platform being streamed.
Now that I think about it, because on TikTok I'm scrolling and I see a lot of these live streams of just court.
Yeah,
but
it's probably what it was.
That was probably
You probably
what it
don't
was.
recognize
Yeah,
Amber Heard.
yeah, it's probably because every time, all the times I ever get to the live stream, it's never I got to one where Johnny Depp was.
Yeah, it's
speaking.
always Amber.
It's always Amber Heard saying some bullshit because she always makes these mental breakdown things, and then they have to stop and they're like, all right, recess, and then they come back another time, they go to do it again. All right, recess. Bro, just say it and get it over with. You did it. Oh well. I mean, it sucks to have to admit something like that, but sometimes you gotta bite the bullet on that, and it's it is what it is. At the end of the day, get it out of the way.
So this chick that you're seeing,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's Amber Heard.
Yep, that's her.
that's Amber Heard.
Okay. Now it makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean,
Got it.
She's against Johnny Depp right now. That's what
Is it still going on, or did they fix is everything solved?
No,
It's
still
it's
going.
at the end. It's getting towards the tail end of it, but it's.
But it's
guessing,
Johnny Depp's
I'm
gonna
guessing
win.
Johnny Depp
Yeah.
up here. She's like,
Oh yeah.
okay, that's what I thought.
I think what are we at? 53 minutes and about a half.
Yeah.
We got some pretty solid topics about what YouTube, TikTok, all the social medias, and some other stuff as well. Shout out to everybody who watched. Shout out to AC for coming through. We're definitely gonna keep in contact with him. Obviously, like we mentioned, we're actually gonna do a video and be like, all right, we're out. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out on his stuff.
Appreciate you guys inviting me too.
Yeah, no problem.
It's my
Of
first
course,
ever podcast being a part of. So
Oh yeah.
You want to plug your socials? We'll put them in the
plug your socials,
description.
We'll put 'em in the description.
TikTok, Dankmommy 2.0, Instagram, ACAVILAA, and that's about it.
All right.
Yeah.
You heard it there.
Those will be in the description.
Definitely
too.
go check them out. Show them some love. Subscribe, like, leave some comments. Get engaged in the content, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Yeah.
Hi, Pos Kid.
Pos Kid.
Pos Kid.
Pos Kid.
I didn't mean to say it wrong.